Good afternoon. How you guys doing? This is Biafra 2.0, the Platinum Noir Chineke, Clayton Udoh speaking. It's been some time since I spoke online and there's been a lot of speculation, but the speculation is unguided. However, today, I'm going to say a few things because, like I say, I always want people to think. And as a Biafran, I want my people to think. I don't want you to just be sheep following things blindly. And so I'm going to talk about something. And it could be table shaking, but I don't care. I know people are going to hate me. People are going to say things like, make I die or make something do my children or whatever. But hey, we'll talk what we have to say. We'll say what we have to say. I was out of business for some time. Yeah, I was. I even had COVID-19 and I recovered. But hey, it is what it is. All right, so let's talk real quick. I'm not going to waste your time. I'm going to talk about two things. Number one, America is not involved in Biafra. They're not. The deceit, or one of the greatest deceits we've had, is how America brought us into the story to use us to vote for the Republican Party, but they're not involved in Biafra. One thing about the United States is that it's a superpower. When they're involved in something, you will know. When they were involved with Iran, you will hear the media step in too. They use the media. One of the psychological weapon they use most of the time is the media. You would hear the media talk about it. They will talk about it until there's problems. They talked about Iran, CNN, Fox, everybody at the same time will talk about Iran until Iran tire. The whole news. And when American media starts, the whole media of the world follows. BBC will talk about the same thing. Everybody talks about the same thing. The leaders of media is the United States of America. When America had problems with China, you'll see the whole world will go after the media, will go after China. When America has problems with Iraq, when America has problems with Syria, when America has problems with any part of the world on behalf of anybody, when America had problems with the Middle East pertaining to the issues of Israel, the Palestinians, the whole world, it becomes a topic. Americans are the biggest table shakers in the world. That is one of their superpowers. When CNN, Fox, ABC News, NBC, all the media outlets talk about something, the whole world follows. Biafra is not on the table and will not be on the table because the mantra for Donald Trump is make America great again. And if you look at the political thing, which of course one of the most unfortunate things we've had is Nigerians sitting in Nigeria to talk about the politics in America as if they know what's going on here more than us who are seeing. The last thing this system is involved in is to pump their money for a black country. You know what? We've been deceived. The 419 where they do us past the 419 where we don't ever do. The whole system was harnessed for votes for the Republican Party. But when it comes to them turning in turn to deliver Biafra, it doesn't take the United States anything to deliver Biafra if they were to deliver Biafra for us. But they're not going to do it. They're not involved in it. Don't ask me my sources. Don't find out. But I can tell you that do I speak? I speak to people that you will never dream. I speak to people that are in places that you can never dream of. For me to sleep in the night and think about the fact that I've deceived millions of people, giving them false hope with a story. And I use that trick of telling them that, oh, there's something going on. No, America doesn't go after things secretly like that. If America has a problem, if America has declared themselves your ally and they have a problem with your enemy, the media is going to bring it out into the open. And the whole world is going to pursue this thing with power and energy. It's going to be discussed in the United Nations Security Council. Anything that has come to the point that you are discussing it in the United Nations Security Council is the deal. But if it is not even in the United Nations Security Council, if it is a situation where nobody can even penetrate the White House to talk to even a junior aide, if it is something that the U.S. State Department is not involved in, let me say something to the people here in the United States, and we're all here in the United States. Has anybody tried to investigate how far the case of Biafra has gone with the U.S. State Department? And when you did your investigations, how far, what happened? Let us not do this to our people now. Let us not do... We here in America, we have engineers, we have doctors, we have politicians, even here in the United States that are Igbo. People from Akwa Ibom State, people from Makurdi, people from Rivers State and everywhere. We have them all over the place. We have people in places of power. We have people that can write, that can phone and call. When Biafra's case has not been discussed, the U.S. State Department doesn't know about Biafra. And the White House doesn't know about Biafra. And this story of something secret is going on underneath, something is a lie. It's a lie. When America wants to take action, it's open. When America wants to take action, they don't do secret. Look at the history. For those of us who are above the age of 20, for those of us between the age of 30, 40, 50, 60, when America wants to take action, do they do secret? Russia, they will make it open. China, they make it open. When they have problems with Syria, it's open. When they have problems with the Palestinian Liberation Organization, it's open. When they have problems with North Korea, it's open. North Korea, open. Nothing secret. Biafra is not on the table. Biafra is not on the agenda for United States of America as we speak. But those who want to be deceived can be deceived. Me, I cannot sleep in the night thinking that I've deceived 5 million people or 4 million people. I cannot sleep in the night. Especially after I've taken the oath. The oath for IPOB. I cannot deceive people. I will not take that oath and lie to people. That's my number 1 point. Number 2 point. Sorry, excuse me. My number 2 point is this. All of us who are here overseas, some of us have spent money just trying to find a wife back home. We've spent more than $1,000. Some of us have spent money, a lot of money, sending things back home. $200 is what it takes to buy just a pistol, a handgun. Just $200. How long has IPOB existed? And for the period of time that IPOB has existed, how many pistols that are at least $200 have gotten into the hands of people back home? Whether it be in Makurdi, that is Benue State, whether it's Edo, whether it's Benin, whether it's River State, whether it's Bayelsa, whether it's Akwa Ibom State, whether it's Cross River State, whether it's Imo State, whether it's Abia State, whether it's Ebonyi, whether it's Enugu, whether it is Anambra. Of all the states that we have, how many people have received a handgun that is $150 over here? $150. Think about it. We are the ones who claim we have money in IPOB, and we're fighting over here. People in IPOB are fighting. They'll fight for position. They fight to be called president. But how many people back home? Because we keep on saying Hausa people have killed people. Hausa people have done this. Northerners are doing that. They've raped our girls. They've done this. But I cannot believe that it is true that we are hearing these stories every day and nobody wants to arm themselves to defend themselves. I mean, too bad they send boxes of machete. How, of all of us who are overseas, are you going to tell me that most of us who are medical doctors or engineers or computer engineers or lawyers or nurses or so, we cannot afford $200 to buy a handgun? You know what? The deceit is too much. I kept quiet about IPOB because I would observe things. I would go and lie down on my bed. Tears would come down my eye, and then I don't want to think about it again. IPOB, we claim that while for IPOB, we've taken an oath, we've done this, we've done that. How do we get arms to the guys back home to defend themselves? Let us say, true. There'll come a point where we will have an invasion from the north, if that is true at all. But if that happens, how do they defend themselves? If we know that if I get down on the streets here and just walk down the streets, I call guy, say, hey son, what's up, son? You got that, you know, like, you got that chopper, you know, you got a chopper, and you know, the guy could just secretly show me gun saying that $200, whether I could buy them on the streets. How many of these weapons have we sent home? $200. $200 is actually, if you consider that the Apple Watch is about $400 or so, if you consider that this Louis Vuitton that all these girls in Aba and everywhere people are holding, even though they can get raped after that, is at least $1,500. That's the cheapest Louis Vuitton. Now the Hermes bag, which I know there are Igbo girls that are holding Hermes bag back home, they're holding Hermes bag, is $30,000. 30,000 divided by 200 is about, let's say, 800 guns. 30,000, yeah, around that. 600, 300 to 800 guns, around that level, depending on where you bought them. There are girls that are holding Hermes bags, the Birkin. They're holding Birkins. There are girls that are wearing $3,500, $4,000 shoes. And I'm talking about Jimmy Choo. A $4,000 shoe is about at least 8 guns to 9 or 10 guns. Okay, Apple iPad is $700. That's about 4 guns. $700 at $200 a pop for a gun on the streets. iPad, the Apple laptop, which is $1,000, no, it's about 2,300. Is about at least 12 guns. The question is, who is deceiving who? People have sent cars back home. People have sent laptops back home. People have sent watches back home. People have sent iPad back home. People are pursuing women. Sweetheart, $2,000, $3,000. Who are we deceiving in this thing? But we are all crying that we want Biafra. I just wanted us to start thinking today. You know, one thing is what we say, and I'm guilty too. We're all guilty of this. One thing is what I say, and one thing is what we do. If we want this country so badly, we would see signs of it. But when I see how we are continuing our normal everyday lives, and we're not sending one single thing towards the actualization of Biafra, then I know that. But like I said, I cannot go to bed with my conscience knowing that I'm deceiving people, that I am not telling the truth about this situation. We want Biafra, B. We are all arguing about Biafra, but $200. See, this one, I'm not even talking about giving the money to someone to, you yourself, you managed to smuggle gun back home. We're not doing it. But we want somehow Biafra to exist. And I'm telling you guys, and I'm trying to make you guys think outside the box. If you woke up one day and discovered we are not armed, and not only just not being armed, but that America is not involved really, minus the stories you've been told, can you tell me under this column, after this video, what you could do to make Biafra happen? I'm just trying to help people think, because I cannot lie down on the bed and sleep at night when I know I've deceived people. God bless you. This is Biafra 2.0, the Platinum Noir Chineke. I'm with you on this. I want all of us to think, because I don't want us in the future. Let's say Trump won again. And I know there are people who are praying that Trump should win again. And then 4 years after that, you discover nothing happened. And I don't want you to wait to hear how the story will change again. I don't want you to wait to hear how that story will change. Because right now, 4 years has passed. America has done nothing really. But when I put my ears to the ground, they're now asking all those who claim they want Biafra to come and vote for the Republican Party. So if Trump comes in again another 4 years and he still doesn't do anything, what would the story be after that? But again, some of you have to wait. Your brain, the way your brain works, some of you will have to wait until then before you know the truth about this story. God bless you. Believe it or not, I love you. That's why I'll bring this case up. Because I think, and some people don't. God bless Biafra. And God bless those who want a change in their lives and in their destinies. Thank you for listening to this.